السلام عليكم. اليوم جايب لكم المقطع الرابع من تختيم شارلوك هومز، اللعبة الجميلة صراحة. ويلا خلينا نبلش نكمل قضيتنا. يلا بلشنا. وصلنا آخر مرة. أول شي خلينا نغير ملابسنا. ادخلني يا بابا. أيوه ملابس رياضية. والله خلنا ولا هذا. أنا بالي بدلة المرة. خلنا نغير شكله. الشنب مو مضبوط. عجبني الشنب هذا. شكلك غلط، مش كل النواحي غلط. خليك كامل. لا انا نسيت النظارات بعد. نظارات ايوه لا تضبط. الحين ضبطنا الشغل.
My archive. I can always consult with it. Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
اي لازم نروح المستشفى الحين. بس خلنا
My analysis table.
الكلب.
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice.
خلنا نروح المستشفى الحين. لحظة. زيارة المستشفى. ايه ما بقي شيء. انا اوريكم الادلة اللي وصلنا لها. الحين الخيوط عندنا 3 خيوط، لا 4 خيوط تدل على سير تشارلز المذنب. بقى يا طول العمر خيطين، الخوف والآلة. عرفنا ان الآلة هي ذبحت القتيل هذاك. أنا أشوف الحين هذا المستشفى.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
وين تبي نروح يعني؟ أي بدلة فيهم.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
شو البدلة تبيها يعني؟ مثلا هذا لا. الحين يجي طبيبي. يلا وصلنا. قطة.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
نجده.
This should be the right place. Our man might be here.
وش السراير خايسة. قالوا لي تلقاه
That isn't our man.
مو رجال. شكلي هذا.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
الو وعليكم مقيد. فيون. السواق المزدحمة. كثير. يلا حللنا. شنو؟
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong. I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Checuna, man. Got to bed. Come here quickly. I don't feel well.
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleague, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation.
نضغط عليه.
This address is almost invisible.
عنوان غير مترجم يا مترجم. عليك
What should we do next, Holmes?
نقعد ندور.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home. Department of Tropical Diseases.
لحظة. لازم نحوس. بعد ما نقدر. أنا مكتوب بالغرفة اللي كان فيها. يا واتسون وخر. في شيء.
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
أها.
Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
What should we do next, Holmes?
لحظة. حدد منزل. حدد منزله.
Better not go there.
يمكن عاشا. يلا الحين لازم نحلل.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work. My archive. I can always consult with it.
ما ادري ليه جاي.
My archive. I can always consult with it if need.
والله شكله نغير ملابسنا. معطى حلو. الحين وين راح البنثرم هذا؟ شوفوا
Did you find Albiet's house on the map?
خريطة.
Thanks to the information I obtained at... We know that Albiet paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
هذا شرك. رسميا اليوم. اوه خريطة كبيرة. الحين لازم ندور في هذا. لا مو مضبوط هذا. وين هذه ها. لا هذا ما يضبط. ما تزبط. اها هذا. لا ما تضبط هذا. ما تضبط. وفي السيرك مع هذا الوحيد. غريبة. خلنا نتخطاها أحسن.
There it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albiet's flat.
Did you find Albiet's house on the map?
لحظة.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
بيته. الحين نتشيك الحين.
What should we do next, Holmes?
لا تمثال بعد. خلنا نشوف يمكن نقدر نتحقق فيه.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands. The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
تعال. خد يلا. قلت خلاص. ولد. عطى. خلاص. جتك مساعدة يا خوي جتك. لعن شكلك لعن شكلك. يلا سلام. يبا
I need something sharp to cut those ropes. I need something sharp to cut those ropes.
ولك ولك أنا علمك أنا علم.
If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view.
يا ولد اقعد. والله خايف.
This table could serve as cover. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
هو كله ضرب ما فيش شتيمة يعني. حطيناك.
Watson, cover me.
هذا
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
شنو اختفى هو؟
Our assailant escaped using this rope.
عاش من فوق يعني.
Our attacker escaped through this skylight. Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence.
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time, but at last I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career, and my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside. Thank you again for saving me. Thank you again for saving me.
Albiet's wife and son, I presume. This model forms a part of another, larger model. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. "1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. This bed is very small.
Mhm. خلنا نشوف الحين. اشوف هذا.
A statue was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged. There's a little bed in a small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. On my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder what is a life with a crippled father. They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tختيم Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple.
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work. Thank you again for saving me.
خلنا نشوف نربط الخيوط في بعضها. لا لا لا. لا سوى الناس سوى الناس. خلنا نجمع. وين هذا؟ خلنا نرجع. حلو. ما في شيء، ما في شيء يا خراب.
What should we do next, Holmes?
أنا أشوف الأسد هذا.
Thank you again for saving me.
طريقة المعبد. أنقذ البيت وشوف الوضع. وصلنا البيت. حقيقة المعبد.
My archive. I can always consult. My archive. I can always consult with it if... My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
ما في. عشان نروح. روح عند البيت يا ابو خرا. وصلت. يا شلة. ماش مكانك قاعد.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
ما تولي يا طيب.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
نظام تخيل. جود. يا سلام. يعني هو ذكي لدرجة انه يتخيل المعبد. شوف شوف. لا 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 لا. لا تخافي لا تخافي. ما ادري. خطينا اللغز هذا ما داعي. الله. بعد لغز ثاني. هذا فوق فيه. الو. حطيناه يا حبيبي. تضبط ويانا، تزبط وما تزبط. عرفت يا أخي، أنا ذا الشيء. وينه هذا لي. زيادة اللزوم، بعد الله يبعد شوي. خلنا نعطي هذه. رايد شيرني ولا تخبر أحدا، شير لي ولا تخبر أحدا. عليك. قدام يعني. لا تخافي لا تخافي. لا لغز ثاني. لا 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 أنا أبو شكلك. موت موت. شلون تخطي عن أو شيء يرفع الضغط. لعبة روقان. ما متى يا عمي الأغسطاني يا رجال. يا قلب الصغير لا تتحب. ايش دعوة؟ انحش. الحش. لا هذول ناويين نية خايسة. ايش خلاص عاد تخطينا جميع الخطوات. لا تخافي لا تخافي نحن أبطال المطاف. الفار هذا يتعصر فار. كم درجة هذا؟ والله متاهة. متاهة. يا لا الزفت. علقتني. يبيله سرعة صار الطريق الصح. حلو أخيرا وصلنا المعبد. على الله بشكلك. شو القضية اللي ترفع الضغط؟
The treasure of Tukunuman. The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and Marley have all known about this from the beginning. The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and Marley have all known about this from the beginning.
لحظة ما تقدر.
This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles, and Zacharias all shared. No keyhole or handle. There must be a way.
يا بوي تذكر
The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and Marley have all known about this from the beginning.
يا ولد كش أمك. نسيت الطريقة. شوفة غديدة هذا. صدناك يا كلب. سركشة. شكله فيها ايش؟ قربنا الأدلة. لا لا أنا أقول ابن بريء. بتحاس ان الامور كلياتها تمشي بالاتجاه هذا. أنا أشوف
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
والله قضية هذه. أيوة وين نروح؟ شوف المطر. أخيرا لقينا المذنب. غالبة الكلب، ديل الكلب. تعال 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 يا البت. تموت ها؟ طلعك.
Mr. Albeit. Oh, you're here with your son.
Yes, obviously.
We have to talk with you, and it involves the police.
I see. Gulliver, go across the road to Mrs. James. This is an adult conversation.
Hold on just 1 second, please.
شفنا غزم.
As I suspected, Albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
It's clear enough now. You and your accomplice are guilty to the murder of Zacharias Greystoke.
They had to pay for what they did. If only I'd had the time to get all of them. But Gulliver only did what I told him.
It's for the judge to decide that. But given the nature of judges, I doubt that he will be lenient towards a pygmy who kills an Englishman.
هيا حليناها. ولا كنت شوف 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 إدانة مضبوطة. إذا أنت كذي ها طلعت القاتل كذي. أنا شني ذكي يا أخوان. أوه الحين القضية الثالثة. إن شاء الله ما نجيب العيد فيها نفس القضية الأولى. بلشنا القضية الثالثة يعني جديدة.
Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre, and he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No, not that. I meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss Alice suggested it. She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
Why don't you stay with Mrs. Hudson?
Oh, but Miss Caitlin has more in common with Miss Alice, and they get along so well.
Guess what, Mrs. Hudson? Mr. Wilde is here to study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I can't believe it. The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me. I'm sure that our two brains will.
Brains.
بعد هذا بلشنا الحين تحديد. برنيط الشنب. على أمريكا. هولمز بعده. عليك.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
بأس. المهم وقف هني. ونكمل لكم بالجزء الخامس ان شاء الله، وحلينا القضية الثانية والحين دخلنا بالقضية الثالثة. وفي الله.